You didn't want to fall, but you did, again. Temptation hit you in the same place it always does, right where you're weakest. And now you're wondering, how can I fight back when I feel this weak? Is victory even possible? The answer is yes, but not with willpower, not with shame, not with pretending to be strong. This video is going to show you 5 battle-proven Bible verses that will equip you, arm you, and set you back on your feet, not just to resist temptation, but to overcome it. These are not motivational quotes. These are spiritual weapons. And today, you fight back. Verse 1, 1 Corinthians 10:13, God made you an exit. No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out. Temptation always whispers, "You're the only one struggling like this." It lies. The truth is, you're not alone, you're not weak, and you're not trapped. Temptation is a door, but God has already built an exit. Every time you're tempted, there's a way out. You just have to stop looking inward and start looking upward. God didn't promise you'd never be tempted. He promised you'd never face it without a way of escape. And that escape always leads you closer to Christ, not further from Him. Verse 2, Ephesians 6:11, you're not meant to run. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Let's be honest. Temptation doesn't feel like a battle. It feels like a setup. It hits you fast. It feels stronger than you. And before you know it, you're down. But here's the shift. Temptation isn't proof that you're weak. It's proof that you're in a war. And in war, you need armor. The enemy studies you, your habits, your wounds, your longings. But God equips you with truth, righteousness, peace, faith, salvation, and His word. This verse doesn't say run. It says stand. And standing doesn't mean standing still. It means refusing to give ground to the enemy one more inch. But you don't stand alone, you stand in Christ. And that changes everything. Verse 3, James 4:7, submission is your strike. Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Temptation thrives where pride lives. When we think we can handle it, we can't. But when we submit to God, when we say, not my will, but yours, something supernatural happens. Hell backs down. This isn't about trying harder. It's about surrendering sooner. Every time you bow to God, you rise with power. And every time you say yes to His authority, the devil loses ground. Temptation doesn't just back off, it flees. Because it can't stay where the presence of God is welcomed. Victory begins not with resistance, but with relationship. You fight best when you remain in Him. Verse 4, 2 Corinthians 10:5, capture the lie before it captures you. We take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. Temptation doesn't start with action. It starts with a thought. And that thought is almost always a lie. You'll feel better if you just give in. This isn't really that bad. God will forgive you anyway. You can't afford to entertain those voices. You can't just let them sit there. This verse gives you a weapon, the authority to arrest your thoughts. You don't negotiate with lies. You drag them into the light. Name them for what they are and say, you're not from God. You don't belong in my mind. You bow to Christ. This is mental warfare, and the battlefield is your mind. But God has given you the victory there if you fight. And the way you win is not by silencing thoughts alone, but by filling your mind with the presence of Christ. Verse 5, Hebrews 4:15-16, the one who fought for you. We do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weaknesses, but one who has been tempted in every way just as we are, yet He did not sin. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence. Here's the best news. You are not fighting alone. Jesus doesn't just understand your temptation, He went through it. He won. And now He stands beside you. Your victory isn't built on your ability to fight. It's built on Jesus' victory at the cross. That's where sin was defeated. That's where your freedom was secured. When you feel ashamed to even look at God, that's exactly when He says, come closer. Not in fear, not in guilt, but in confidence, because grace isn't for the perfect. It's for the tempted. It's for the wounded warrior who still wants to fight. He's not disappointed in you. He's ready to empower you. And when you draw near to him, you're not just escaping sin, you're entering into life. Temptation isn't just about saying no. It's about saying yes to something greater. Yes to freedom. Yes to purpose. Yes to the one who already crushed sin at the cross. You don't win by trying harder. You win by staying closer. Because you were never called to fight in your own strength. You were called to fight in Christ. So the next time temptation comes, don't freeze, don't run. Fight. With truth, with surrender, with the mind of Christ, with bold access to grace, with the victory of the cross beneath your feet, and with the confidence that this battle does not define you. Your identity in Christ does. Now what? Let's make this real. Before you scroll away, try this. Pick one verse from this video that hit you the hardest. Record a 10-second voice note of yourself reading it out loud with boldness. Set it as your alarm tone for tomorrow morning. Why? Because the first voice you hear tomorrow shouldn't be temptation. It should be truth, and it should sound like you, standing in faith. Start your day with your own war cry. One verse, one habit, one shift. Comment below. I choose to fight back, not alone, but with Christ. Save this video. Re-watch it when the battle comes. Subscribe because tomorrow we fight another war. This isn't the end of your story. This is where the comeback begins.